bloating, and stubborn belly fat. Our digestive tract can make us completely miserable, but it's also essential for our energy levels, our mood, our immune system. There's just so many reasons to take care of your digestive tract, and that is my topic today. Thank you so much for joining me. So I was really excited when iHerb.com contacted me and wanted to sponsor a video about digestion and probiotics. These are two of my favorite topics I talk about all the time on this channel, and at this time of year, it's even more fitting. So between Halloween and the holidays, most of us are overeating. We're eating a lot of junk foods, and in just a couple weeks, we're all gonna be making New Year's resolutions to try and get healthy again. So it's just kind of a conundrum. Anyhow, these tips are gonna be great if you wanna try to have a healthier holiday, or at least get a little jump start on those New Year's resolutions by starting to improve your digestion now. One of the big reasons that digestive issues and belly fat are such common problems is that we're just constantly assaulting our GI tract with things like processed foods, refined sugar, alcohol, caffeine, etc. And what happens is that all of these really important bacteria cultures inside our digestive tract are killed or thrown out of balance. So this probiotic is by Hyperbiotics. This is a 15-strain probiotic, which means that there's 15 different strains of bacteria to help restore that gut flora or just balance of bacteria. This is also a very potent probiotic, which means that it's designed to withstand your digestive tract. So really acidic environment inside of the stomach, but this probiotic is designed to actually time release and to survive or to remain bioavailable even once it enters your digestive tract. This brand is fantastic because they also offer several different blends of probiotics. So there's a blend for women, a blend for moms, a blend for kids, a blend for immune support. So you can kind of target whatever issue you might be having with the probiotic strain that's right for you. They also have blends specifically designed for weight loss and for helping your body to restore its blood sugar balance or its ability to balance your blood sugar levels. And again, this is just a very potent probiotic. It's gluten-free, free of fillers and preservatives and all kinds of things that we want to try to avoid. And probably the best thing is that it's designed to remain potent even once it hits your digestive tract. So really loving these Hyperbiotics. I've also taken the immune blend before and I really loved that. So this is, one of my favorite products and just such a great, simple way to help your digestive tract out, and you don't even have to improve your diet to get those great benefits. But of course, improving your diet and cleaning up your diet are also going to be very, very helpful in improving that digestive tract health. So one of the first things to do is just try to reduce the amount of processed foods that you're consuming. So things that come in a box, in a plastic bag with a long ingredient list, the more processing that's done to a food, the more work your body has to do to digest that food. So when you see a really crazy long ingredient on that ingredient list, that crazy long chemical is just a sign of a lot of different chemical processes and work your body's gonna have to do just to break up that food. So just trying to eat natural foods is a really great idea. One of the biggest and most common offenders is white bread. So white bread is a partial food because they don't even use the entire wheat grain to make white bread. And that's why white bread is white and wheat bread is brown, because of that fibrous content that they remove to make that white bread really starchy, really kind of almost sweet. So that white bread is gonna have a really high gluten content and virtually no fiber to help you digest it. So this is one of the big reasons that gluten intolerance has become so common, such a big problem. So one simple thing you can do is just trying to reduce the amount of white flour in your diet, especially around holiday time. Something simple like not getting the rolls would be a great step to just reduce some of those processed starches from coming in. You can also start to make healthy replacements. So one of the items that I have here, again, all of these items are from iherb.com. I absolutely love this website, is coconut flour. And you can see I've got a couple coconut ingredients here because I love coconut, but making a simple switch of using coconut flour instead of regular wheat flour, oftentimes which is bleached to make it even more white, is a really great example of a simple, healthier switch. And I'm going to talk a lot more about coconut a little later on in the video. Another big offender to our GI tract is sugar. So sugar, once again, a highly refined and processed food where a lot of the nutrients and fiber have just been removed completely. So just trying to reduce the sugar, the high fructose corn syrup, you can again make a healthy substitution by using coconut sugar instead of regular sugar. When you use the items that come from coconut, you get all of those other nutrients that coconut contains, which is a lot of magnesium, a lot of potassium, these important electrolytes that actually help our bodies to function better. So when you make a switch like using coconut sugar instead of regular sugar, not only are you eating a sugar that's easier for your body to break down and digest, but you're also getting some nutritional benefits from it as well. Now, I could go on and on about different things that assault our GI tract, like preservatives, artificial colors, artificial sweeteners, GMOs, but the bottom line is that if you can just try to eat clean, eat more natural foods, it's going to be a really good way to avoid a lot of those big offenders. Tip number 3 is to eat more fiber. Fiber comes from the cell wall of plant foods like vegetables, fruits, legumes, and grains. And fiber literally helps your digestive tract to function. So a big reason that we end up with stubborn belly fat is that your body just can't digest the food that you're eating. And so the easiest place for your body to store that unused sugar, unused energy, is right around the abdomen. Or we could talk about our butt, our thighs. All of these areas in close proximity to the stomach are gonna be indicators that your digestive system just isn't functioning the way it's supposed to. So that can come from a lack of fiber, because most of us aren't eating enough plant foods. And so the remedy is to try and eat more fiber. And I have a lot of different foods here that I was going to show as examples. Again, just thinking of easy ways to maybe make a healthy switch for a healthier option can be a really simple way to start getting more fiber in your diet. So some simple examples would be coconut flour. Using coconut flour instead of regular flour, great way to add fiber and nutrients. Coconut flour actually has 4 to 6 times more fiber than oat bran flour. So say goodbye to your bran muffins and hello to your coconut muffins. Another great example are these power protein pastas. So not only are you avoiding one of those big offenders, which is the processed white flour, you're also avoiding the gluten, which isn't horrible in and of itself, but it becomes hugely problematic when we consume so much of it. So switching out this awesome gluten-free pasta for your regular pasta is great. You get a lot more protein, a lot more fiber, and I think these pastas all taste really great too. So super simple, healthy switch. Some of my other favorite ways to add some fiber, add some nutrients to my diet are cacao nibs in smoothies, in baked items, or on their own, to be honest. Chia seeds, among other types of seeds, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds. These are all really great things to add to your diet. And nuts. All of the nuts contain a different nutritional spectrum. Almonds, walnuts, these are all fantastic ways to add in some healthy fats, add in some healthy fiber. Again, I've got links to all of these items in the description of this video if you're interested in trying them. And I'm going to be offering some recipe ideas as well in my future videos of how to integrate these items. Now, one quick note about increasing the fiber in your diet. It's a good idea to start slowly. So any type of change you're making in your diet or lifestyle, it's always a good idea to ease in. So especially with fiber, it's a good idea to start slowly. And your goal is approximately 25 grams of fiber a day for women and 35 to 40 grams of fiber a day for men. You also need to increase your fluid intake when you increase your fiber. So it's always going to be healthier to get your nutrients from foods rather than taking a fiber supplement, which can sometimes just be a little harsh on our digestive tract. And there's just so many healthy foods to choose from. So there's almost 40,000 healthy products on iHerb.com. They ship to over 160 different countries, and they even offer customer service in 10 different languages. Now, another piece of our digestion is the fact that our stomach is supposed to be very acidic. So that brings us to tip number 4, which is to increase the acidity of your stomach. Now, this can be a little counterintuitive, all right, because oftentimes we think when we have heartburn, the problem is that our stomach is too acidic. Well, it's actually the opposite. If your stomach is not acidic enough, the little valve between your esophagus and your stomach won't close. What this means is that heartburn is an indicator that your digestive tract isn't working. Your digestive tract is not acidic enough to digest the foods you're eating or absorb the nutrients in the foods you're eating. So rather than taking antacids, okay, you want to increase the acidity of your stomach. And one great way to do that is with apple cider vinegar. Now, you can actually take the liquid apple cider vinegar, like a tablespoon in a glass of water, but if the taste is a little much, which it is, you can also take little capsules. So these are some little apple cider vinegar caplets, and it even says on the front, promotes the metabolism of sugars and fats. There's a lot of different benefits to the acetic acid present in apple cider vinegar, and improving digestion, reducing heartburn are just a couple of those benefits. So again, it can seem a little counterintuitive, but this is definitely a good thing to try. Now, they recommend that you take it after your meals. However, I typically take apple cider vinegar before my meals. So I would just try different things and see what works for you. You can also take it when you start feeling heartburn, and it should provide some immediate relief. Bitter foods like apple cider vinegar, lemon, arugula, Swiss chard are also great for stimulating your gastric juices before a meal. So it's another great reason that apple cider vinegar before a meal is a great way to get your body ready for digestion. You can also think about squeezing lemon in your water or having a salad with arugula. Those bitters are a great way to get your body ready to digest the meal you're about to have. And they even have little herbal blends called bitters, also available on iHerb.com, that you can take before a meal. So if you have pretty severe digestive issues, would definitely recommend trying some of those bitters, or at least trying the apple cider vinegar or some lemon to help get your body ready for digestion. Tip number 6 is to have a bowl of warm soup before your meal. Partly because that warm soup is great for getting your body ready for digestion, but it's also been shown to reduce the glycemic load or the effect on your blood sugar of your meal. So a warm delicious soup is a wonderful thing for the holidays, and a great place to introduce some other healthy spices. So for example, I will often make a lentil soup. And I'll use spices like turmeric, a wonderful anti-inflammatory, cayenne pepper for a little spice, cinnamon is not necessarily for my soup, but point being that putting those healthy spices or Himalayan sea salt into that warm soup is a great way to start your meal with something really nourishing and really healthy. Another great base for soups is acorn squash and butternut squash, or even pumpkin, another great holiday themed food. Wonderful source of fiber, lots of different nutrients, and that insoluble fiber actually slows down the process of digestion so that you stay fuller longer. It also helps your body's ability to absorb all of those nutrients in the food you're eating. Tip number 7 is to get more vitamin D. So vitamin D deficiency is associated with abdominal fat, and just in general, vitamin D plays a huge role in our digestion, our immune system, just so many different important things. And the best way for our body to get vitamin D is from sun exposure. So just spending 10 to 15 minutes a day in the sun without sunscreen is enough for your body to actually produce the ideal amount of vitamin D that it needs. So when you supplement vitamin D, it's possible to take too much, but if you are just letting your body produce vitamin D from a little sun exposure, that's a really great way, again, improve your mood, improve your immune system. Vitamin D is especially lacking for most of us during those winter months. So just making a point to spend a little bit more time in the sun could actually go a long way in improving your health. Tip number 8 is to eat more greens. Now, dark leafy greens in particular are fantastic for your digestion, and they give you so many nutrients and fiber. There's just a million reasons to eat more vegetables. But realistically speaking, most of us are not eating enough vegetables, especially around the holidays. So a little cheat, I guess, would be to take a superfood supplement. So this is ORAC-Energy Greens. It contains different herbs, several different green vegetables, several high antioxidant fruits, and it's just a great kind of overall blend to give you a lot of different nutrients. And I just kind of see a multivitamin like a safety net, kind of filling in the blanks of nutritional deficiencies that most of us have. So if you really don't see yourself eating more vegetables, then taking a superfood green supplement like this one is at least a good alternative. Tip number 9 is just to take all of this information with a grain of salt, preferably Himalayan pink salt. Anyways, what I mean is that it doesn't have to be all blah and sad and drab to eat healthier foods. So cacao nibs are a great example of a delicious, wonderful food that actually gives you a huge amount of nutrients. So I wanted to show these 2 products. This is by a brand called Two Moms in the Raw, and this is the little Soul Sprout product line. So these are sprouted grains and sprouted seeds. The sprouting process actually unleashes more nutrients from the already healthy natural food. So I just think these are great examples of super healthy but super tasty ways to still eat something delicious, eat something sweet, but know that you are still getting some fiber, getting some health benefits, and minimally giving your body something that it's going to be able to easily digest, rather than just having to store it around your belly. I want to thank iHerb.com for sponsoring this video and giving me a chance to share this information. I would love to hear from you and know if these tips are helpful or if you have any questions or topic requests. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you again very soon. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. With hundreds of videos that you can stream on virtually any device to help you reduce stress, lose weight, or just improve your health and well-being overall. At wellnessplus.tv, we are dedicated to helping you on your health and wellness journey. Join wellnessplus.tv to find hundreds of videos to help you improve the health of your body and your mind. wellnessplus.tv. Get well, feel better.